And we now talk to Cebu City Acting Mayor Mike Rama. Sir, maayong buntag. Thank you for speaking with us this morning.
May buntag, Ria. May buntag sa Naminaw. Magandang umaga, bayan.
Sir, can you tell us how is Cebu City coping with the increasing number of cases?
We are practically being challenged, but we will be looking with optimism. We will survive, and then we are pursuing an aggressive action regarding this challenge.
Sir, can you describe to us the situation in Cebu City hospitals right now? Because, we've been seeing videos from last week of patients in their cars with oxygen tanks outside. How full is it? How are the medical workers faring? How overwhelmed do they feel? And do you have enough hospital equipment and supplies at this time?
It's still there, but it's now being managed because administrators of the hospitals are also pursuing some innovative action to address their concern. And that is what I have been hearing from them, or I am conducting everyday assessment, Ria, as far as hospital, as far as vaccination, as far as other multi-sectoral group involved in having this particular challenge before us. We are convening, and that is daily and even weekly.
Now, one of the challenges I believe you're facing, sir, is where exactly to put the remains of those who have passed. And it was mentioned that the local government has a plan of creating a mass grave. How necessary is this at this time? Is it something you're going to implement in the immediate term, or is it just a contingency plan?
It's only a contingency plan, and I'm not even much inclined to such a direction. But somehow, it is better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. But in the meantime, I have General Mel Feliciano, the EOC Chief Implementer, and Councilor Dave Tumulak, who had been empowered by this representation to really pursue aggressively to address this issue of the cemetery and even the issue of lining up on the crematory. And this will be, sa Tagalog pa, tututukan nila. And I have here with me, in fact, the so-called situationer. The solution is we will bury COVID victims in a decent burial site and eco-friendly. That is our direction by constructing concrete niche in burial site sa Cebu City. This is coming from Councilor Dave Tumulak and agreed, of course, by General Mel Feliciano, Ria.
All right. Lastly, sir, Cebu City, you guys are currently under the modified enhanced community quarantine. Is there a plan, sir, to raise and shift to a stricter quarantine status given the situation right now?
Even before we were put under modified enhanced community quarantine, we did already our aggressive curfew, very strict, liquor ban already being enforced, very strict. And I introduced the so-called parental supervised household lockdown. This time with MECQ, we will be putting a hybrid approach, and that is bringing patriarchs, compound leaders, more of a martial law within their own household. And then the barangay captain, all the leaders down to the barangay, they have to do their share in supporting our police in strictly enforcing the protocol health requirements. Even our Archbishop, Jose Palma, fully agreed in bringing from a 30% to a 10% of, shall we say, capacity. We also went into what we call a very strict quarantine restriction. And that is what we are pursuing, including transportation, handled by empowered Councilor James Cuenco. Strictly, IETF rules absolutely has to be complied with respect to capacity, and we will punish and even enforce no more compromise, 1,000 penalty. And then, of course, our governor Gwen Garcia, had been in the lead of bringing one Cebu, one voice, one action as far as this matter of the pandemic challenge. Last, we also have aggressively already putting up, all we need is vaccine. 21 vaccination site RIA. With vaccination being aggressive, in 3 months' time, give us vaccine or give us death. That is always my call to the national government. Bring all the vaccine to the city of Cebu, and we will pursue in 3 months' time. We will be able to reach a herd immunity in our constituency.
Right. Sir, thank you so much for your time this morning. Daghang salamat. We appreciate it. Cebu City Acting Mayor Mike Rama.